Hi everyone, this is Jenny Lee with www.digistitches.com and thank you for joining us today. Today I want to talk about hooping onesies, and this video is going to be geared towards those of you who are using a Brother PR 650 or 1000 as well as the baby lock equivalents of those 6 and 10 needle machines. This is what we found best that works with our onesies. We're going to show you how we do it, and we don't rip out side seams. We think that's a waste of time, and if you have been with Digistitches Embroidery from the very beginning, you know we're into quick and easy, and we always do a lot of research to figure out the quickest and easiest way to get things done in our sewing room, and we're going to share those tips with you. So let me tell you first, this is a 12-month onesie. It's the smallest one we could find in our embroidery room today, so we're just going to use this one in our demonstration today. So I showed you in one of our earlier tutorials the Hoop Master. And this is a Hoop Master infant station. It is the one that we use the most. If you don't have the funds to purchase a Hoop Master, that's okay. We'll show you how to use these hoops without a Hoop Master, but the Hoop Master just makes it quicker for embroidery placement. So this is the infant station, and what I want to show you is you're always going to try to use the biggest hoop you can on your garment. Now, these are called fixtures, and really what they are is hoop holders. So this is the 7.25 inch hoop holder, and the problem with this is for the 7.25 inch square mighty hoop. The problem with this fixture is that it is 10 inches wide, and our garment is only 8.5 inches wide. So what we need to do is switch to a smaller hoop size. So we can remove this 7.25 inch fixture that you had seen in some of the earlier videos and replace it with a more appropriate sized hoop. Now this fixture itself is going to be, let me measure it and tell you so you know what size hoop it fits on. The fixture itself with the infant station is about 8.5 inches wide. We are going to use that combined with this 5.5 inch square mighty hoop. This is made for the Brother PRs. They also have them for the baby locks as well. So what we do is take our inner ring and put it here. And we have already, as you have seen in some of our previous videos, pre-applied our fusible or non-fusible polymesh to the inside of this onesie. And then, just like in those earlier videos, we are going to fold this in half. We'd be working on a flat surface here and get that center crease line. It's going to serve as our placement line. And then we're going to slide this onesie over the top of the Hoop Master and line up that center crease line with the center line that goes down the center of the Hoop Master. We're going to pull this onesie down until the top of the hoop is even with the center point on the sleeves. Again, you want to watch some of our earlier videos on how we're lining our designs up. We always use the center sleeve as kind of the placement line for the top of the embroidery design. So once we get that into place, we're going to take the top of our hoop, lightly press down, and we're ready to put this design on, or this onesie on the machine. Now, the 5.5 inch hoop will stitch a design that is approximately an inch smaller, so you're going to get a 4x4 design, and it's a fairly large design even on this small of a onesie. What we do is, if we have, let's just say 4.5 by 4.5 inch design here, and we want to put a name below it, we find that this hoop is the easiest one to use. Again, watch our earlier tutorial where we showed you how to embroider a design and then rehoop that shirt within a couple seconds to send a design that is the name to the machine and get that embroidered. Now, if what you want to do is one of those onesie gowns, or a design that is longer than 4.25 inches, we're going to switch hoops. What we're going to do is use the jerky hoop. And this is the jerky 5x9 hoop that we had showed you in the earlier videos. We have marked our lines of placement just like we showed you in those earlier videos because we want to know where the stitch is out. This is a 5x9 hoop, but the maximum stitch area of this hoop is 4 inches by 8 inches. So we need to know where the top of our design needs to go when we're hooping our garment. Now, Mighty Hoop, or actually Hoopmaster, does not make a fixture for this jerky 5x9 hoop. So we're going to have to hoop without our hooping aid here, and let me show you how we're doing that. We're just going to take this away for now, and just like we showed you in our earlier tutorials, we're just going to fold the onesie in half because we want to get that center guideline down our onesie. And then we're going to take our inner hoop, which is this, and place it up inside our onesie. And the top of the hoop, we really want above that center line because we know our design is about 1 inch lower than the top of the hoop. And that's what we want, is about 1 inch. We want the top of the design to be along the center of our sleeves. So we're going to make sure that we have this hoop, these dots that we marked earlier, lined up with our center vertical line. And once they're all lined up, we're going to take the top part of our hoop and press it down like that. Alright, so what we can do is a really long design, not quite as wide as what our other hoop would have allowed us, but something that's longer. So maybe you have a design that's 4x5 and then you want to put a name under it, or maybe it's one of those onesie gowns that you put the applique name down the side. Now, I do think that this hoop, because it's deeper, is a little harder to applique, and you kind of have to get the scissors that have the curved blades to them so it's easier to applique. But this hoop we use a lot. So let me show you, if you want to use that other Mighty hoop, the 5.5 by 5.5, the blue one that we just showed you, if you want to use it without the Hoopmaster, I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. Alright, so we've already folded our onesie in half and we have our vertical placement guide. Then we're going to take the inside of the ring of this hoop and slide it up inside our onesie. Again, we want to have the hoop so that everything lines up with that center placement line. And it's about, the hoop itself is about 1 inch above where that center line is on that sleeve. Because then we know that when we send the design to the machine, since it stitches out about 1 inch smaller, that everything's going to be lined up. Now this hoop kind of wants to hoop itself, so you're just going to hover the hoop over the top like that, and it practically hoops itself. So you can use this hoop. If you don't have the funds for the Hoopmaster, you can still use these Mighty hoops. Let's talk about the inside measurement. What we want to know, since these hoops are going to slide up into your garment, you're going to need to know what the measurement of the inside portion of these hoops are to know what size garment you can put it with. Like I said, this 12-month onesie is 8.5 inches wide. So what we need to know, so you know what sizes of garments, you know, if you have a 3-month garment or whatever, you need to know what the inside measurements are here. So the inside measurement of this 5.5 square hoop is actually about 7.25. So as long as your garment is maybe about 7.5 inches wide, this hoop will work for you. Now, if you put this hoop into the Hoopmaster, that fixture that holds your hoop is actually wider. I'm thinking that's about Let me measure that real quick for you so you've got that measurement too. That's actually about 8.5 inches. So 8.5 inches if you're going to use this hoop with the hoop master, and if you're going to use the hoop on its own, about 7.5 inches. Let me get you the measurement on the Durkee. This is the inside part that needs to slide up into your garment, so let me get the measurement on that for you so you know what size garments you can use it on. This is about not quite 7 inches, so you could use it on a garment that is just a little shy of 7 inches wide, and then that will work well for that too. Alright, so that is how we are hooping onesies. I actually wanted to put this video together specifically for Wendy, who actually asked us several weeks ago how we're hooping those onesies, and she wanted to actually see a demonstration of them being hooped. Wendy, I hope this helps you, and I hope this helps everybody else. And again, if you have questions for me, please send them to jennylee@digistitches.com, or you can contact us on our Facebook page, Digistitches Embroidery. Thanks for allowing me to spend part of my afternoon with you. Have a great day. Bye.